give Vanderbilt a lot of credit. We jumped on them early, scored 3 runs in the first 2 innings, and then they responded in the second inning with a big inning to tie the game. And I felt like our bullpen did an outstanding job. Higgy's been really good for us all year long. He's done a great job, but just wasn't quite on his game tonight. And we had to turn to the bullpen in the 4th inning and try to piece it together. And I thought those guys did an outstanding job and gave us a chance. The big difference, really, it was a 1-run game. Big difference was, their bullpen did a great job against us. We had some opportunities with runners on base, and they pitched out of some tough spots. So you got to give them a lot of credit. Their pitching staff executed pitches in big situations, and we just couldn't come up with a big hit with runners on base, but I felt like we played a pretty good baseball game. I know we gave up the big inning there early in the game in the 2nd inning, but for us to be in a position in a 1-run game and having to go to our bullpen in the 4th says a lot about our club as well. So I thought our pitching staff did a nice job. We just couldn't come up with a big hit with runners on base to get us back in the game, and Vanderbilt was just a little bit better tonight, and you got to give them credit. They did a nice job, especially after giving up 3 in the first 2 innings.
Questions for the players?
Chris, you've been in so many of these 1-run games all season. 15-5 coming in is always kind of a shock when you drop one like this.
I guess you could say that because, all throughout the game, we never lost faith. Our guys always hung in there and believed that we were going to win that game, and we just fell short by, like you said, just 1 run, and it hurts, but we'll come back tomorrow. And if you think like we're gonna roll over like you're crazy, like we're gonna come back and be just as good as we were today yesterday.
Logan, you had 3 hits tonight. How big was that for you personally, just to get your back going?
It was big. I think a lot of that attests to the game last night, just kind of getting at-bats under our belt. Prior to that, it was, 6 days off. So it's been a while before we saw a lot of pitching, but I think everybody's kind of more comfortable now than they were going into the game.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Chris, as the frustration kind of builds throughout the innings as they go by and you don't get the key hit, how hard is it to kind of stay positive, to keep the dugout up and to try to get yourself back in this thing?
I wouldn't say like we were getting frustrated. It was just like, all right, like that inning we didn't get it done. Next inning someone's gonna get on, and we were getting leadoff guys on, and it was just credit to their pitching. Like they made really good pitches. Gillis was outstanding. He made some really good pitches, 3-2 counts to both me and Seth, and there's not it's baseball. Like sometimes you're gonna be able to come through, sometimes you're not. And tonight it just didn't fall away.
Logan, a little disappointed that again, you guys are having to go through this elimination bracket and try to stay alive.
Yeah, but like he said, it's not over. We're not done doing our thing. We got a resilient team. We're gonna compete. We're gonna have a long day tomorrow, but we're gonna get it done.
I'm gonna let the players go because they gotta be back early tomorrow. So. Questions for Coach Lee?
Lonnie, how do you get these guys refocused and do what you need to do to be ready to go tomorrow early?
To be honest with you, it's not as hard as you think. It's really not hard. I think it's a whole lot harder on the coaches, quite honestly, than it is the players. The players play. The players play, and they were obviously very disappointed. That we were unable to find a way to win the game tonight. But they're also very resilient. And we told them obviously by the time you guys go into the locker room, shower and change, you guys need to move on from this game and get ready for tomorrow. I think we all know what's at stake for tomorrow for our team for this year. So I think our guys are fine. Again, they competed as hard as they could. Vanderbilt was the better team tonight, but we've got to get ready to play, and that's the bottom line. And we got a short turnaround. We got to play at 12 o'clock tomorrow, and we're fighting for our lives. But I believe in our club. Our team has won a lot of close games, has come from behind, and has won. We've won 46 games this year, so our guys are used to winning. Our guys will be ready to play. They'll be very confident. And some guys are going to have to step up, and we're going to have to step up out of the bullpen because we've used quite a few guys, in these first 2 games. So some guys are going to have to step up, but we'll do everything we can to put ourselves in a position to win the first one, and then we'll see where we're at, pitching wise, in game 2 tomorrow. But we got to take care of the first one before we can get there. But I think our guys will be ready to play.
Pitching, what are you thinking about as far as what you're going to do tomorrow pitching wise?
I haven't decided yet. We haven't had time. So we'll talk about it as a staff here in just a little bit, and we'll make a decision as soon as we can.
Coach, you pinch hit Kier there in the 9th for Hall. From a physical standpoint, at least, is he ready to start tomorrow?
Yeah, I think he feels good. I think he feels good enough to play. Kier's a tough kid. He's battled a lot of injuries this year. He's probably not at 100%, but I think one thing about Kier Meredith, if he's at 80%, he's going to give me 100% of that 80%. So, we will see. It'll be based on the matchup, whether we face a righty or a lefty, kind of what we do personnel-wise. But he will be available, and he'll definitely get strong consideration to be in the lineup tomorrow if the matchup is right.
How much does being at home, Monty, help the gauntlet that you have to go through over the next 2 days?
Well, I think it certainly helps. I mean, we have an unbelievable crowd here and unbelievable support. I mean, our crowd tonight was outstanding. So it certainly helps when you have your home crowd and, familiar surroundings. We practice and play a lot of games here at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. Our guys get to sleep in their beds tonight. So, it certainly helps.
Coach, what is Hennessy's status? Is he ready to go? Or
He's ready to go.
Any other questions? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.